Ebben Kalondo. I was born in Namibia 46 years ago. I'm an identical twin. I grew up in the north for the first 4 years of my life. First 4 years of my life. I grew up in the north, and they were very, very formative for me. And then I think it was just after my 5th birthday, I think, we left for Welwitschia, which was like the rest of my childhood. We had a very unique childhood, I think. In terms of geography and in terms of the setup of the town and everything else that was happening. It was essentially, it was in the 70s, early 70s, and at that time we were still under apartheid rule. So you had the group areas act and all the discriminatory pieces of legislation in place that needed to be enforced to keep people apart. And in Welwitschia at that time, I think CDM or De Beers at the time conducted, I still think, one of the most far-reaching social experiments by integrating black families into literally a all-white town and also breaking the law by doing this. So we had to navigate ourselves through this anomaly, this oddity, which was us really, but also it gave rise to something so beautiful, to be able to find yourself, your identity, and find your purpose and feel okay with yourself during this time, which was actually really not an easy time at all. But I think my parents are very, very central to how we got through it and how we handled it. So the microcosm of my life has been the family home. The microcosm that defines who I am and my core is my family. So it was incredible to have my family, especially my parents, to help guide us during the time. One thing that really stands out, I think, is because you lived in a predominantly white town, or everybody else was predominantly white, and you were the minority for that matter. Everybody either spoke English or Afrikaans, and you were either black, and you were divided along language lines. You were either English or you were Afrikaans, and we were automatically the black kids. Growing up with a twin sister, oh gosh, I don't know. Really, at the beginning, I suppose when you're small, you don't really realize that you're part of a unit like that, because it's just normal. But I can recall that as I started growing up, and I've had like, damn, this person looks exactly like me. So I mean, like exactly like me. She sounds like me, but I knew she wasn't me. But you have a friend. I mean, you have an ally. You have a partner in crime since the day dot, and it never goes away. But it's whoa. And because we were so identical, it was sometimes difficult but fun. But because I can recall, and my father never knew the difference. He didn't know how to tell the difference between the two of us till we were in, early adulthood. I think I was 18 or 19. When I suppose a boyfriend would come home or something. Oh, so you came to pick up Ebben, or you came to pick up Ebben, type of thing. So it was very exhausting sometimes, like, dude, it's me. But also when we were in primary school, for example, we were so alike, they separated us out of the same class. I'm in sub A, and that's what is grade 1 today. But they still nobody could tell us apart, because all we did was just switch classes. So the teachers didn't know whether they had Ebben or Ebben in the class. So this was terrible. And we got into trouble a lot. Actually, not me. Ebben always got us into trouble. And it wasn't like Ebben or like Ebba. It was like the twins. It became so exhausting that sometimes you felt as if you didn't have an identity of yourself, but I knew it came with the territory. It was like, I can recall on the intercom, I think it was Mr. Kluter, I'll never forget this. I don't know what the heck she had done again. And then we marched off to this office, both of us, and I was so angry because I'm getting into trouble again once again, not knowing what the heck I did. But you take one for the team. Well, motherhood is exactly just that, really. I became a mother at 20. So my daughter's 26 years old now. I think motherhood definitely is the most defining part of my life. Absolutely. There's no, I think being a mom is, oh my hat. It's really the thing that I enjoy the most, and it gives me the most joy. And it really, really is very definitive, I think, of who I am. You must also understand that my mother, for example, and I learned that from my mom and my grandmother and lots of other women around me. But especially, I'll go back to my grandmother. My grandmother was a very powerful lady. I mean, but she was tiny. She was she was an absolute tot. She was so short and tiny and petite in stature. She didn't talk a lot. She hardly ever said anything. But when she did, she had this slow way of talking, and she was the most disciplined woman I've ever met in my life. She would wake up at the crack of dawn. There's always something to do, and of course she lugged us along until the sun went down. It was just, and you never felt the day. And I thought, bloody hell, this is her life every day, every day. And she did it so well. She was so good. I've never eaten food as good as my grandmother makes. I've never drank water as sweet that my grandmother gave me. I think with her, everything was just pronounced incredible. And I can recall when I was growing up, and when you're getting hit and you're getting shouted at and you're just being harassed by Mother Bear. I'm thinking, what is this woman thinking? I mean, why can't I? And then that thing that says that we're allowed to have your own children, and that she doesn't go to sleep, you'd go out, and then you'd find her sitting in the foyer, and it's like, dude, why don't you just go to sleep? And she'd look at you with such anger, but also at the same time with such relief that you're there. I never got that until I had my own kids. And I think the day that I had my daughter, or even just being pregnant, was the best time of my life. I loved it. I just loved it. It was the best experience ever. And then I had this child, and she was just she was born 3.8 kilograms. So I didn't have natural birth. So when I woke up from anesthesia, I can recall they just brought this bundle to me. And because she was so fat and round, newborns, and she looked a bit purple, like bloody-ish and stuff. So I thought, you. And the first thing that came out of my mouth, I think Ebben was still sitting next to me. I was like, goodness, she looks like a grape. And I think for the first 2 days, I think I called her grape. Because she was just like, grapey. And, that changed my life. I mean, she was a colicky baby, so she screamed for the first 3 months of her life. Just screamed. Day and night, she just yelled her lungs out. And it didn't bother me. It's just the important thing about being a mom, I think, is not just, it's acceptance, I think. A child is just a human being. The fact that it's, yours, by virtue of you giving birth to him or her, actually doesn't make him less of a unique human being, a unique soul. That has got nothing anything to do with you. You're just a vessel. You're just a conduit. So the most rewarding thing for me as a mom, I think, is acceptance. This person, this creation that you were actually part of, that accepts you and loves you. I mean, like really loves you. I mean, our children sometimes just tolerate us. We like to trivialize things like baby mama drama. I think that's just a word that is more, that is sensationalistic. But these baby mamas, these we are baby mamas, and we are moms, and we're not easy. We are not easy. Because I don't think there's any mother that won't actually go to war for their children. There's something missing when we talk about motherhood and mothers, and that's children. Because if there's no children, then there is no mothering or motherhood or a mother. So to me, central is the children. Children that you are entrusted with to raise, to love, to guide, to love. That is not a job that you get trained for. You don't get told, well, this is the formula to get it right, and Bob's your uncle. It's literally something that literally you go along by trial and error, and it's like play it by ear on a day and hope to God you survive and get through it. But I don't think there's anything more in this life that I would never, ever, ever want to do than to be a mom, or rather to have children. What I like about Namibia, I think definitely the spirit of our people. The Namibian way of friendship, respect, mutual respect, and to be able to connect at a deep level and converse and engage with absolutely no BS, I beg your pardon, is something that sets us apart. And just the valuing of humanity, because I think we understand how it is to be devalued. That and the sense of forgiveness and togetherness that can happen in this country and amongst our people, I don't think we have even scratched the surface yet. But look what we've done without even trying too hard. It's just the way we are, and how lucky and blessed we are.